felt different about this album? Like, what made it special?
I think what made it special for me is this, it's more like a journey, more so than an album. And it's pretty cool because just as much as it is an album, it's a story of pain, loss, feeling less than, being alone, feeling shame, feeling guilt, but also it's a declaration of what God's done in my life thus far since I decided to surrender to Him. So I think it's cool because it's this perfect blend almost of conviction and counsel. You know what I'm saying? And so to get to tell that story and kind of put a bow on this saga between Genesis, Exodus, and Revelation, and to be able to tell that story, my story of what God's done in my life and what I've walked on, the journey I've been on, it's just a beautiful thing. I think it's cool.
You released a couple songs on the album. What's the first single from the album, and can you tell us a little bit about like how you got to that point to release the first single?
That's a good question. So the first single is Life Is. I released that in June of this year, and then following that, I released Martyr in July, Can't Be Life, and Take From Me, featuring Bradley Saxon on Can't Be Life 2, and Wes Whitner, the one and only, on Take From Me in August. Those are the first 4 singles. The first one is Life Is. But I think those singles kind of tell a story getting us to the album and what got us here. But behind that, what you have, look, here's the deal. I was pretty much decided I was laying music down. I was never going to do it again, and I was okay with that. And Bradley, coincidentally, Bradley, he came up to me one day a couple years ago and he said, "Are you going to die with that song in your heart?" And I was like, "What you mean?" And he said, "Are you going to go to your grave with the story God has you in your heart?" And it just hit me, you know, right, not quite then, but as I began to seek the Lord on that, and just really just in my daily reprieve of God, man, He began to speak to me in that, and I began to hear that. And why wouldn't I be bold? Why wouldn't I be confident in what Christ has done in me? And you know, so Bradley really spoke to me, and so I struggled with that. I wrestled with that. I tussled with God, and I found myself, sure enough, laying awake in the nighttime, just dying to tell that story, dying to tell the story of what God's done in my life and the restoration that He decided to give me and my family and the people around me. And so that's what got me there. That's why I say it's more of a journey than it is an album.
Shouldn't be so rough. I lay awake in the nighttime, just dying to write rhymes. These mountains I climb mine, and I'm walking a tight line from leaving this lifetime. I send you this lifeline. Feel like I'm living when I'm breathing on these instrumentals, and I'ma live forever, that's on all my kids' children. Did I forget to mention, life's a battle when you live on mission. I can't do it without God, I need an intervention. I need redemption in my life, the type of change that's real. I need submission in this fight. I need submission in my life, the type of change that's real. I need redemption in my life. I know sometimes you just want to give up, but you gotta keep it pushing, right? I know what that feels like. Life shouldn't be so rough. Still struggling. Times is rough and stuff like leather. And I ask, what's the word? Life shouldn't